Tripura, the beautiful princely state situated in the northeast part of India, with colorful heritage and beautiful nature surroundings, by beautiful hills and valleys where the nature speaks its own story throughout the various ages. Here, the monsoon climatical conditions are so favorable that as the fertile land reflects its ego, different springs and waterfall gives birth to the new streams where the indigenous people dwell for their existence, depending on the beautiful mother nature. Thus, skill of the people speaks by itself. Bamboo of different species do exist. One of the most valuable plants which is used starting from the food habit of the people to the construction of hut, so-called garing. Each and every joining of the construction are tied and wrapped with the bamboo strips peeled out of the young bamboo plant. Raw by raw, the bamboo is placed for the floor construction as well as the roof. The tender bamboo shoots are the delicious food which can be compared to the royal jelly. Each and every people of the state do habitate on the bamboo shoot which is called muya. They are collected from the forest or the local surroundings and brought together for the preparation of delicious curry. But even these are cooked in a bamboo container. The fire are also flamed by rapid and constant rubbing of bamboo. In the ancient days, still now, some of the people use this method when they fail to carry firebox with them. Even the Mother Nature has given the dead bamboos to be flamed for cooking purposes. As bamboo is the most valuable species of plant found in abundance, and due to its flexibility, it is also the most useful object for making house craft. Among them, baling is the traditional craft used for blowing the dust particles from the milled rice. Sometimes it is used as a fanning device to separate the straw particles from the paddy grains. Among the craft, the langa is one of the most essential craft for carrying goods from place to place, from the field of works to the market and from household to the place of work. It is nowadays discovered by the civilized people who transform it into school bags, carry bags, and easy carriage. Choka is the craft which the fish trap devices used in the paddy field where the shallow water fish merges. Once the fish enter the choka, it is impossible for the fish to get rid from it due to the pressure of the water current. Kapai is one of the craft for covering the mouth of the cow to keep it away from eating valuable plants. Filtering device to pour out the ash water to cook chakhui, one of the delicious food of the inhabitant is called chakhui khok. Like the langa, tishing is the water-carrying basket with a weaved using less amount of bamboo strips. Kashlang is a craft, a small container used for carrying seeds during dipping of seed onto the ground. As the people are fond of fishing, there are some of the craft where the fish get trapped easily. They are the sissing, which is one-way trap, and the two-way trap is the anta. The large container, which is known as jangini, also a basket specially made for drying fish, meat, and wine making medicines, so called juan. Bamboos are considered to be the most precious plant, for which the images indicating the presence of God by bamboo craft sampling together as a holy shrine. Some carvings or mark reflects the dwelling of the god during worship. The cross mark every time are made to dignify the sovereign holiness and the purity during the worship of Goria or the Lampra. To make a barricade in a beautiful and colorful way in performing marriages is known to be called the Bedi, where the most valuable bamboo works are seen indicating all the design which reflects the value of life, faith and culture. To make the most potential value where two souls promises to begin a new life with the holy and truthful life. As such, the barricade is designed in such a way as hanging of flower promising its presence. This was also practiced in the marriages of the kings who had ruled the kingdom of Tripura. The wine is one of the essential craft attached to a string to let a child sleep in a swing. It is the most valuable craft for a child to sleep on it. For its flexible and soft structure, it doesn't get twisted or break easily. It is usually made of bamboo, but tied with cane strips. Even the floor of the house are made of bamboo, as well as the wall are made of wood and bamboo. It is very hygienic for the fresh air to enter the house, easily keeping away many harmful pests from attack. The daily lives of the people are fully dependent on bamboo craft and bamboo plants. Even sometimes the bamboo are the water container. In order to protect vegetable gardens from cattle and hens, fence are very essential here. The bamboo are used for fencing all around. Eventually, nowadays, in order to identify the land property, the bamboo fence make the belonging of the person area. Smoking mechanism filtered with water, very scientifically made, is used out of bamboo, which is called dapa. Sometimes, in order to place firmly a vessel or pot, a circle type weavings are made, which is known as hatrai. And in order to suck the rice beer, which is called butuk, in any festival or occasion, certain tiny bamboo sticks are used, which is very finely sharpened that only the liquid fluid enter through it. It is the most delicious one. In the process of hunting birds or animal, the most easy and effective weapon is the bow and arrow, which are also made of bamboo, called the badukhum. Now bamboo had become a very essential requirement for commercial purposes. Bamboo are brought from the most remote area and marketed in the city, fulfilling the requirement of the people. Sometimes bamboo are exported in huge quantity to the outer states. At the paper mill, even bamboos are smuggled throughout the rivers way to Bangladesh, where it became a great extinct. But some of the artisans make use of the bamboo to make different household furnitures as well as showcases. Even the bamboo roots are used in order to make various sculpture as image of God and goddesses, sculpture of man and animals, bird and beast, flower of different design, different wall cluster or colorful beautifying object as partition, different peacock design and different showcases are made. As the modernization has approached, many of the indigenous craft has slowly lost its value and stopped its manufacture, for which it has vanished and the artisans have lost their value of works due to the modern instrument as well as easy way of acquiring the allied craft in the market. But the government felt the necessity on preserving the valuable art and craft of the indigenous people who have shifted their lifestyle into a present situation. Khudruk are the craft used for preserving cloths and ornaments. Zapa too are the seed preserving craft. Dula are the container of fish. And many musical instruments are made of cane and bamboo. Among them are the sarinda, the sumo, the kham, the chongpreng, and the wakok are some of the musical instruments made out of bamboo. And different beautifying crafts are placed in the museum to reflect the works of the indigenous inhabitants in their works and showcases the ceiling works and some of the bride carrier, which is called palki, and other important handicrafts. Many of the bamboo roots are used for making the face of god and goddesses like Durga, Shiva, Ganesh, and many crafts are designed in the form of both bags and lamp holder. And in the industry now, making of agarbatti stick, mats and wall hangers which are painted and marketed. But in order to make large amount of mats, only machine is possible, for which machine are designed for heavy works and making mats and plywood of bamboo. Even roof sheets out of bamboo are being seen at the modern time. From the birth of a person till death, the bamboos are the most valuable resources. As human civilization has touched the boundary of need, and the demand of bamboo will be more and more. Only the cutting down of the valuable plant, so-called the bamboo, goes on. The next generation will only know that there was a valuable plant, so-called bamboo, which is now known. Friends, so let us join hand in hand and replant to protect the mother nature to its greenery by planting the valuable plant so-called bamboo. We have some of the resourceful person who have something to say.
Handicraft is the most essential and important tools of indigenous peoples. Since from their childhood, young chaps used to go forest with a dhow and they cut a small piece of bamboo and make this thing, waruk. Waruk is the vital item. After making the waruk, they start how to make kutru, japa, langa, etc. etc. Handicraft is the essential equipments, tools of indigenous peoples. Every communities, means Mongolian peoples, they can make basketry from their childhood. Tribal art, you see, fully flourished by bamboo, and that means cotton. Our indigenous technique, our indigenous knowledge system flourished through the means cloth and basketry. Now, if you ask to somebody or some boy or children, would you able to make basketry? Suddenly, they will reply, no, maya, but manjaya, but manja. Nation means community. If they lost their culture, their rich heritage, they lost everything. We have to start to give the lesson to make basketry, handloom, handicraft, establishing in every corner of the remote villages or in the central point of the city or blocks of headquarters. Government should help our tribal society in the means of self-help group, providing the financial help to revive our age-old tradition or heritage. Means handicraft item, how to make handicraft item and handloom. Indigenous people are self-dependable, self-dependent means our culture. Thank you.
Chini dofani borogro agi sirisitin simino yak bai jatere po wa bai wamu simung sanamu ri takmu bothai bibine podere pod bothai gana ri naithok botere khlaidong tamkhaiba o je samung khaimani bo chini nogot samungni bage simche khaijago bono ব্যবসাও commercial production খাইজে আসুন থাকবো বন বাগিনো ত্রিপুরা সরকার ইয়াগো স্টেপ কাছে না হারকা আবো 1996 সাল থেকে আসুন গুচ্ছ গ্রাম হনি ক্লাস্টার লেভেল ক্লাস্টার অ্যাপ্রোচ নেই যে জায়গাও তাতি দङ যে জায়গা রি তাকনাই দङ কনসেন্ট্রেটেড এরিয়া বন जों সার্ভে খাই আর ক্লাস্টার খলক যাবো আবো হ্যান্ডলুম হিন্দি হ্যান্ডিক্রাফট হিন্দি অর্থাৎ ইয়াক বাই ওয়া বাই মানে সিনামু তে কাছে কে রিতাগু চিনি অরনি চিনি দফানি বড় চিনি লুকুরগ্ন বাহিকে जों ইয়াকলি কারিমান ও হ্যান্ডলুম হ্যান্ডিক্রাফট অ্যাক্টিভিটিস তুই অবন বাকি जों পদের পর স্কিম ইমপ্লিমেন্ট খাইতো হ্যান্ডলুম হ্যান্ডিক্রাফট ডেভেলপমেন্ট নি বিভিন্ন স্কিম থ্রু খাই ট্রেনিং ডিজাইন ডেভেলপমেন্ট বংনি ওয়ার্কিং ক্যাপিটাল যেভাবে গভর্নমেন্ট ইন্ডিয়া এবং ত্রিপুরা সরকারনি যে ফিনান্সিয়াল প্রভিশন দङ বংনো বরং নিজেরা কাম খাইমানন বাগै ও ক্লাস্টার তরফ মাধ্যমে जों ডেভেলপ খাইনি চেষ্টা খাই দङ প্রতিটা ক্লাস্টারও একটা সোসাইটি দङ তাবুকসা হ্যান্ডলুমও 35টা ক্লাস্টার তে 2টা ক্লাস্টার অতি সত্তর আবো ডিক্লেয়ার নাই আর হ্যান্ডিক্রাফট সংখ্যায় তাবুকসা 10টা ক্লাস্টার এক্সিস্টিং দङ তাই 10টা ক্লাস্টার প্ল্যানিং কমিশননি রিকমেন্ডেশন বাইতে 10টা সারা ত্রিপুরা বিপিও তাকে কতাল খেংফিরনাই আবন ভিতর 3টা বিল্ডিং অলরেডি কমপ্লিট 4টা বিল্ডিং কনস্ট্রাকশন চলি দङ অ কনস্ট্রাকশন বিল্ডিংও जों কমন ফেসিলিটি সেন্টার হনি কাইসা প্রতিটা ক্লাস্টার সেটআপ খাইনাই অ কমন ফেসিলিটি সেন্টারও বিশেষকৈ ট্রাইবেল কনসেন্ট্রেটেড এরিয়াও অ কমন ফেসিলিটি সেন্টার এস্টাবলিশ খাইনানি जों পদক্ষেপ না হারকা অরব মেশিন বাই ওয়া ফাতির জাগনাই কমন যে মেটেরিয়ালস আর্টিজান রক যে র মেটেরিয়ালস তুই কাম খাইনা অব অ কমন ফেসিলিটি সেন্টার থেকে বাইব্যাক সিস্টেমও অর্থাৎ সেমি প্রসেসড র মেটেরিয়ালস চিনরন অ কমন ফেসিলিটি সেন্টার তরফ থেকে সানামুই আর্টিজান নগদ থাঙে সানামুই ফিনিশ প্রোডাক্ট বড় খালাই অ সেন্টার তাইসা কিফিলি ফাল ফাইনাই অ কিফিল ফাইতিনি আর কোঅপারেটিভ সোসাইটি দङ বড় পাইনা রংনাই বড় বংনা মালনো লোকাল মার্কেট ন্যাশনাল মার্কেট এবং চিনর যে হ্যান্ডিক্রাফট এন্টারপ্রেনার ব্যবসায়ী যারা দংনাই এবং বাইরে থেকে যারা ব্যবসায়ীরা পাইফাইনাই ম সেক্টরতেই जों डेभेलप नानि हुकाय जों निजेरा सचेतन मांगनाय आगिनि रायदा जों मा किफिलनाय आगिनि तमुं सामुं जों मा किफिलनाय हुक तांमानो याकरै जों नगो बाहायके इनकाम खायनाय बाहायके व्यवसा मनोभाबति मानि सोनामनाय रि सोनामनाय बनि बागैनो ब्लक लेभेल जों क्लास्टार खुलुंनायनि चेष्टा नाहारका आबो प्रसेसा चलि दङ काजै आं दप्तरनि तरफ থেকে যতরণ কবকনাय जों फाइदि जों सामुं तांनाय अरनि चिन त्रिपुरा राज्यनि जे आगि सिरिसितिन सिमिक दंमानि बन रोगै तेबो kaham kaham माने सोनाबनाय ताई फालै जों रां फैसा आजिनाय काजै जों जतनो उद्योगी मानो हानाय आबो दप्तर सिमिया ग्राम पंचायत যারা প্রতিনিধি दंनाय যারা लोक हामारि नायनाय বিভিন্ন স্বেচ্ছাসেবী दङ NGO दङ बर जतनो फाइ मागकनाय आसक साइनो आनि कक मथाक्का
The indigenous people of Tripura are self-sufficient. They are totally dependent on their own handloom to make clothes as per their requirement. The people are fond of bright color because by the design of the cloth itself gives certain meaning which speaks the value of life and culture. In the early days, people used to spin out thread from cotton with the means of traditional mechanism or instrument so-called chokha. Then the thread are being rolled by an instrument called ruang, which is commonly known as charka. It is the fastest instrument to roll thread in a easy ways, after which the thread are colored differently. After coloring, the thread are slowly rolled in a ball shape by means of hand and prepare a looming of the thread into a beautiful cloth by attaching it to the instrument, which are made all out of bamboo. Now, when the thread are completely wrapped into the instrument, it is attached to a pole and then slowly, as per the desired design, the cloth are loomed out of it. Among the instruments there are the sobam, the thuri, the nal, the sorok, the bangkho, the khandai, and the rasami are the main instrument to make the beautiful cloth. All of the instruments are made out of bamboo, which is the resourceful plant found in abundance. Now, in the market, there are various colorful threads which are bought and brought home and woven cloth as per their requirement. The cloth that are made by hand are the cloth which is known as takborok, and wearable cloths are called kanborok. Cloths is called ri, and among them are the ritrak, rituku, rignai, risha, etc. The cloths which are made out of the handloom domestically are the rignai, which are the wear of the woman, and the risha, which are the cloths to cover the breast. But nowadays it has become a great demand as a present to invited guest or to the resourceful person in any program as a presentation and honor. But the Rignai and Risha are mainly symbol indicating different meanings. In the history of Tripura, the story of Naitokti reflects even the best weaver were announced for the selection of the queen. The silk is one of the most demanding cloths and wares and is getting important day by day, where mulberry plantation is taking in a large scale, from which the silkworm are fed to produce silk threads. Now many of the industries has come out which produces silk thread as well as silk cloth, especially silk are the used for manufacturing sari and mekhla in a large scale, and the growing demand has brought to industrial revolution.